My mom kicked me out at 15 because of my stepsister's lies. 10 years later, she found out the truth. My mother showed up at my door yesterday, crying and begging for forgiveness. 10 years ago, she threw me out on the street and told me never to come back. My dad died when I was 10. Car accident. Hit by a drunk driver on his way home from work. My mom Linda was a mess for years. It was just the two of us. We were close. Or at least I thought we were. When I was 13, she started dating this guy Tom. He seemed okay at first. He was nice to me. Took us to baseball games. Bought me a new bike for my birthday. I was happy my mom was happy. They got married when I was 13. Tom moved in with his daughter Ashley. She was 17. For years older than me. At first, Ashley was nice. She'd help me with homework. Let me hang out in her room. Called me little bro. I thought it was cool having an older sister. But that was just an act. When our parents weren't around, Ashley was different. She called me names. Told me I was a burden. Broke my things and blamed it on me. One time she poured juice on my school project the night before it was due. When I told my mom, Ashley cried and said it was an accident. My mom believed her. I tried to tell my mom what Ashley was really like. But Tom would get defensive. My daughter would never do that. And my mom would just say, Ryan, you're being dramatic. Ashley's trying to be your friend. Eventually, I stopped trying. I just avoided Ashley as much as I could. This went on for 2 years. By the time I was 15, I felt like a stranger in my own house. Then came the day that changed everything. I came home from school early. Had a half day. I walked upstairs and heard noise in the bathroom. The door was cracked open. I looked in. Ashley was sitting on the floor with a spoon and a lighter. And pills. A lot of pills. She was crushing them. I pushed the door open. What are you doing? She jumped. Tried to hide the pills. But I saw them. They were Tom's prescription painkillers. The ones he kept in the medicine cabinet. Get out, Ryan, she said. Are you selling those? Her face went red. Shut up. Ashley, you could get arrested. You need to stop. She stood up. Got right in my face. Are you going to tell on me? I have to tell Mom and Tom. This is serious. She smiled. It was the coldest smile I've ever seen. If you say one word, she said slowly, I will destroy you. I didn't believe her. I should have. That night, I was in my room doing homework when I heard screaming downstairs. My mom, Tom, and Ashley crying. I ran downstairs. Tom was standing in the living room holding his wallet. It was open. Empty. His face was bright red. My mom looked terrified. Ashley was sobbing. Her face was red and blotchy. She pointed at me the second I walked in. He did it, she screamed. Ryan stole Dad's money and trashed my room. I caught him and he threatened to hurt me. My stomach dropped. What? No, I didn't. Tom cut me off. Don't you dare lie to me. I'm not lying. I didn't do anything. Tom grabbed my arm. Dragged me upstairs to Ashley's room. The door was open. Her room was destroyed. Clothes thrown everywhere. Her mirror was shattered. Her laptop was smashed on the floor. You did this. Tom shouted. No, I was in my room the whole time. Tom dragged me back downstairs. My mom was holding Ashley, who was still crying. Mom, I said. My voice cracked. Mom, please. You know I wouldn't do this. You know me. My mom looked at me. Then she looked at Tom. Then at Ashley. Ryan. Her voice shook. Did you do this? I felt like the floor dropped out from under me. No. Mom, I swear. Ashley is lying. Ashley cut me off. He's been threatening me for weeks. He told me if I said anything, he'd hurt me. I was too scared to tell you. That's not true. I shouted. Tom got in my face. I will not have a thief in my house. You broke into my daughter's room. You stole from me. Get out. I turned to my mom. Mom, please. She was crying. Ryan, maybe you should stay with Grandma Joan for a while. Just until things calm down. What? Just for a few weeks. Mom, I didn't do anything. Tom pointed at the stairs. Go pack your things. Now. I looked at my mom one more time, begging her to believe me. She looked away. That's when I knew. She was choosing them over me. I packed a bag. I was shaking so hard I could barely zip it closed. My mom drove me to Grandma Joan's house. 3 hours away. The whole drive, she didn't say a word. When we got there, she told my grandma some watered-down story. Ryan and Ashley had a fight. He needs to stay here for a bit. Grandma Joan looked at me, then at my mom. She knew something was wrong, but she didn't push. My mom kissed me on the forehead. I'll call you in a few days. She never did. A week later, I called her. She didn't answer. I called again. And again. Finally, she texted me. Tom, and I think it's better if you stay with Grandma Joan. You'll be happier there. I'll send money for your expenses. I read that text probably 100 times. She wasn't coming back for me. I texted back, Mom, please. Can we just talk? Nothing. I called. She didn't answer. 2 weeks later, she sent me a Venmo payment. $200. No message. That's when I understood. I'd been thrown away. Grandma Joan let me stay. She was 72, living on Social Security, but she didn't hesitate. She set up the spare room for me. Made me breakfast every morning. Asked how school was going. She never once asked me what really happened. She just said, "Your mother made a mistake. But you're going to be okay." I didn't believe her. I was so angry. At my mom. At Tom. At Ashley. At myself for not fighting harder. I barely made it through my sophomore year. My grades tanked. I didn't have friends. I just went to school, came home, and sat in my room. But Grandma Joan didn't give up on me. She got me a job at the grocery store where she shopped. Made me save half of every paycheck. Pushed me to do my homework. Told me every single day, "You're going to make something of yourself, Ryan." I know it. Slowly, I started believing her. Junior year, my grades came back up. Senior year, I graduated with a 3.4 GPA. Not great, but considering everything, I was proud. My mom sent a card for my graduation. No call. No visit. Just a card with $100 inside and a note that said, "Congratulations. Love, Mom." I ripped it up. When I was 19, Grandma Joan died. Heart attack. I found her in the morning. She looked peaceful. But I was destroyed. She left me everything. $15,000 in savings. It was all she had. I used it to go to community college. Studied engineering. Worked full-time at a construction site to pay for rent and food. 2 years later, I transferred to a state university. Got my degree in civil engineering. Got a job at 24. A real job with benefits and a salary. Now I'm 25. I have my own apartment. A small group of friends. A life. I blocked my mom's number when I was 18. She tried calling a few times in the early years. I ignored every single one. Eventually, she stopped. I haven't spoken to her, Ashley, or Tom in 10 years. And honestly, I was okay with that. Yesterday, I was home watching TV when someone knocked on my door. I wasn't expecting anyone. I looked through the peephole. My heart stopped. It was my mom. She looked older. Grayer. Tired. Like she'd been crying for days. I stood there for a full minute, just staring through the peephole. She knocked again. "Ryan? I know you're in there. Please. I need to talk to you." I opened the door. She looked at me. Her eyes filled with tears. "Hi, baby." I didn't say anything. Can I come in?" "How did you find me?" "I hired someone. A private investigator." "Please, Ryan. Just 5 minutes." Every part of me wanted to slam the door in her face. But I didn't. I don't know why. I let her in. She sat on my couch. Her hands were shaking. "Your apartment is nice," she said. I stayed standing. Arms crossed. "What do you want?" She took a deep breath. Ashley told me the truth. About everything. My chest tightened. What truth? The pills. The lies. She admitted it. She made it all up. I felt like I'd been punched in the stomach. "She confessed last month," my mom continued. "She was in court-ordered rehab. And she finally told me what really happened." I sat down. My legs felt weak. "She told me you caught her stealing Tom's pills. That she was selling them. And when you threatened to tell us, she framed you. She stole the money. She destroyed her own room. She lied about everything." I couldn't speak. My mom was crying now. "I'm so sorry, Ryan. I should have believed you. I should have protected you. You were my son and I." "Stop." She looked at me. "Why are you here?" I asked. "Because I want you back in my life. I want my son back. I've missed you every single day for 10 years. I laughed. I couldn't help it. It wasn't a happy laugh. "You missed me." "Yes. You threw me out of my home. You chose them over me. You didn't call. You didn't visit. You sent me money like I was some charity case, and then you just forgot about me." I didn't forget. "Yes, you did." I stood up. "You forgot about me the second it became inconvenient to remember me." She stood too. "I was scared, Ryan. Tom threatened to leave if I didn't. So you chose him." "I made a mistake." "A mistake?" "A mistake." My voice cracked. "I was 15. I begged you to believe me. I begged you not to send me away. And you did it anyway. I know. And I'll regret it for the rest of my life. But please, don't shut me out." I wiped my face. I didn't realize I was crying. "Where's Tom?" I asked. She looked down. "He left me. 4 years ago. Had an affair. He's remarried now. And Ashley, her life fell apart. The pills. She got addicted. Dropped out of college. Been arrested twice. She's been in and out of rehab for 3 years. I processed that. So you're alone." She nodded. "And that's when I understood. You didn't come here because you realized you were wrong," I said. "You came because you're alone and you need someone." "That's not true. Isn't it? If Tom was still around, would you be here? If Ashley hadn't confessed, would you even care?" She didn't answer. You only care now because you have nobody left. Ryan, I love you. You're my son. I was your son, I said. 10 years ago. When I needed you. She grabbed my hands. Please. Don't shut me out. I'm still your mother. I pulled away. No. You stopped being my mother the day you put me in that car and drove me away. Ryan. Grandma Joan was more of a mother to me than you ever were. That hit her. She stepped back. She died believing you abandoned me, I said. And she was right. My mom broke down. Full sobs. Please, Ryan. I'll do anything. Let me make it right. You can't. Yes, I can. Just tell me what to do. You can't give me back those 10 years. You can't undo what you did. You can't bring back Grandma Joan. You can't make me forget that when I needed you most, you weren't there. She sank onto the couch. So that's it? You're just going to cut me out forever. You cut me out first. I'm just returning the favor. She looked up at me. Mascara running down her face. I'm your mother. Then you should have acted like it. I asked her to leave. She begged. Cried. Promised she'd wait for me. That she'd do anything to earn my forgiveness. I didn't respond. I just opened the door. She stood up. Walked to the door. Stopped. I love you, Ryan. I never stopped loving you. Then you should have showed me when it mattered. She left. I closed the door. Locked it. And I just stood there for a long time. Part of me felt guilty. Like I was being cruel. Like I should give her a chance. But mostly I felt free. I texted my therapist. My mom showed up. I sent her away. Was that wrong? She responded an hour later. Did it feel wrong? I thought about it. No. It didn't feel wrong. It felt like closing a door that should have been closed a long time ago. My mom has tried calling me 3 times since yesterday. She sent 2 long texts apologizing. Begging me to reconsider. I haven't responded. My friends asked me what I'm going to do. Honestly? Nothing. I spent 10 years building a life without her. I have a job I'm proud of. Friends who care about me. I'm in therapy working through my issues. I don't need her to come back and tear it down. Some people think forgiveness means letting people back into your life. But I don't think that's true. Sometimes forgiveness just means letting go. Letting go of the anger. The hurt. The hope that things will magically get better. My mom made her choice 10 years ago. And now I'm making mine. I'm choosing me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more emotional true stories every week.